Such poverty of imagination.
Is somebody feeling a little left out that they're not up there?
No. Then why'd they include Balder? No one's even heard of him.
Sure they have. Balder the Brave.
Be warned, this video will contain spoilers for Loki Season 2. In Loki Season 2 Episode 3, there was a scene that left viewers both bewildered and thrilled. This scene showcased a diorama representation of Thor's lesser-known brother, Balder the Brave, whose fate remains a mystery. However, it's highly probable that this nod to the audience holds more significance than a simple joke, suggesting that it might have future implications in upcoming MCU stories. The MCU has traditionally had a relatively limited number of Asgardian characters compared to the comics. For instance, important figures like the Enchantress have yet to be mentioned in the MCU. Initially, with the destruction of Asgard, it appeared that the MCU had settled on its roster of Asgardian characters. Nevertheless, Loki's mention of Balder the Brave contradicts this notion, confirming his existence or past presence in the MCU. While examining the Norse diorama at the Chicago World Fair, both Loki and MOBIUS acknowledged Balder's presence in their own ways. Loki expressed his surprise at Balder's inclusion, questioning, why did they include Balder? No one's even heard of him. In response, MOBIUS quipped, sure they have, Balder the Brave. Loki's remark hinted at the absence of Balder in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while MOBIUS affirmed his recognition within the fictional universe. The episode's director seemed to dismiss the idea that this moment foreshadowed Balder's introduction to the MCU, but it could be seen as a deliberate redirection. Balder almost made his MCU debut in the past, as part of the alternate universe Illuminati in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Moreover, the renowned actor Daniel Craig was slated to portray him, potentially bringing prominence to the character. However, this plan never materialized, though it's clear that Craig's involvement in the MCU would have likely been as well received as Richard E. Grant's portrayal of classic Loki in Loki Season 1. The very fact that Loki centers around multiple timelines, in the midst of the multiverse saga, necessitates that there are several Balders somewhere in the multiverse. The likelihood of Loki encountering him himself as part of this series has increased simply by him being mentioned. The fate of Balder in the main MCU timeline, however, including the fact that he has not been mentioned until this point, remains a mystery. Loki acknowledging Balder, who is conspicuously absent from the MCU, despite being Thor's half-brother and a Norse deep, strongly suggests that he has met his demise. It's quite challenging to find an alternative explanation for his absence, especially during Asgard's destruction at the hands of Surtur. If we assume Balder's demise, it's plausible that he has found eternal peace in Valhalla, alongside Heimdall and Jane Foster, also known as the Mighty Thor. Balder's potential presence in this context further supports the idea that Heimdall and the Mighty Thor might still have a role to play in the MCU. In the comics, Balder, much like his mythological counterpart, possessed invulnerability because of his connection to Ragnarok. Interestingly, Loki managed to overcome this invulnerability through a clever scheme, indirectly causing Balder's demise using a mistletoe arrow. However, as is common in Marvel Comics, Balder's death was eventually reversed, thanks to Odin's intervention. This connection between Balder and Loki is significant, and Balder's presence in Loki, even as a diorama, carries added significance for the god of mischief. Balder's storyline after his resurrection is quite complex, with him being crowned as the ruler of both Asgard and Hel at different times. More recently, Balder has had direct interactions with Hercules, who appeared in the post-credits scene of Thor, Love and Thunder and is expected to feature in the next Thor movie. This could imply that if Balder is not used as a plot element in Loki, his appearance might foreshadow his role in the upcoming Thor movie. In any case, the wooden statue of Balder the Brave likely won't mark the end of his presence in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So there you have it all. What do you think about this theory? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe for more. I will see you next.